I want to recap and kind of make an analogy. I think we'll start off here, though, by saying that a year ago, the Green Bay Packers drafted quarterback Jordan-Love in the first round of the NFL draft. And they did that even though they already had a starting quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. And they'd also just gone to the NFC Championship game. And, logic would say, hey, you got your starting quarterback. You're a really good team. Draft to support your starting quarterback. And because they already had a guy and, Aaron was bothered, he felt betrayed. And I understand that he felt the way he did and why he felt the way he did. I think I would feel pretty bothered if I had no idea that you were going to try to replace me. Now, I would say, when the Packers drafted Jordan-Love, I loved the move. Love, whatever. But I thought it was what they had to do. Like, you have an aging quarterback, you have a responsibility to figure out what your long-term plan is for whenever that quarterback leaves. Like, for example, I've been heavily critical of the Pittsburgh Steelers. When Big Ben retires, they don't really have a plan. Maybe Dwayne Haskins. We'll see if they draft a quarterback. I'd love it. If the Steelers draft Kellen Mond, I'd be overjoyed. But after, drafting his replacement, he being really bothered and kind of feeling betrayed, Aaron Rodgers had an incredible season in 2020, won the NFL MVP award. Really, he was phenomenal last year. And then yesterday, a year after getting embarrassed on draft day, having his replacement chosen, getting blindsided, feeling betrayed, Aaron got his revenge. ESPN reporter Adam Schefter put out a report detailing that Aaron Rodgers does not want to go back to Green Bay. He's done there. And this is not a coincidence that it came out on draft day. Last year, they ruined draft day for Aaron Rodgers. So this year, it's Aaron's turn to ruin draft day for the Green Bay Packers. This was a calculated move. The details have come out. Apparently, 3 key team figures, the team president, the general manager, and also the head coach, Matt LaFleur, have all taken separate trips out to California this offseason to meet with Aaron Rodgers, try to woo him, and fix their relationship so they can move forward together because they like Aaron. They want Aaron to be their starting quarterback. In fact, even apparently the Packers offered Aaron Rodgers an extension to keep him in Green Bay, and he doesn't want it. He wants out. He does not want their contract. Aaron does not want to be in Green Bay. In fact, he even gave a list of 3 teams he's willing to be traded to. Those 3 teams are the 49ers, the Denver Broncos, and the Las Vegas Raiders. And again, I want to repeat this. I'm totally aware of how Aaron feels, and I actually really understand it. I have empathy for Aaron. I get how you would feel really bothered. You had a great year. You went to the NFC title game, and you expect your team is going to support you and draft more players. And I get how that'd be bothered. And then I have no doubt Aaron watched the way that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have supported their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady, getting him players, getting him help, going to win a Super Bowl. And I bet he watches that and feels jealous. I know I would. And Aaron must think, man, I'm getting older. I don't have any time to mess around. I want to go somewhere where I like the people and I feel supported. And I totally understand how Aaron would feel that way and why he would feel that way. And I think it's justified. However, I don't think Aaron handled the betrayal the right way at all. He felt betrayed, and that's fine. But you don't get to act like a petulant little child. And I think Aaron was passive-aggressive and spiteful. That's how he handled this occasion. So the way I would explain, in case you don't understand how what Aaron Rodgers did was wildly inappropriate, I'm engaged. I love my fiance Liz very, very much, and she would never cheat on me. But hey, I know. Let's just imagine that she did. Let's imagine that my fiance Liz cheated on me. Imagine I found out, hey, she cheated on me, but I kept it very, very quiet. I didn't like it. I felt betrayed. But hey, I'm going to say nothing. I'll be very, very quiet publicly. I'm just going to sit on it and wait a year. And a year later, on our wedding day, the morning of our wedding, imagine I start telling the world, she cheated on me, she's awful. I start tweeting it out, putting it all over social media, blasting out to the world, trying to ruin this person's life. I don't care that the dress is already paid for. I'm going to get revenge and make her feel miserable. I want to make her feel awful at the worst possible moment. It's an act of revenge. And in a wedding scenario, I don't think it's appropriate to try to go get revenge like that. And you might be angry, and you might have very justified reasons for feeling the way you do. But to save it and sit quietly, not say anything publicly, and wait till the worst possible moment to go after somebody, that's kind of psychotic. And I really don't feel comfortable with that. If I were to do that in a wedding scenario, you'd go, Zach, that's insane. And I think that's basically what Aaron Rodgers did. He made a very calculated move to do as much damage as possible. It's totally inappropriate. And it really, really drives me crazy the way nobody has the balls to call it like it is with Aaron Rodgers. He goes on people's shows and they're afraid to make him angry and they don't want to ruin their interview setup. Hey, I don't care if you're friends with Aaron Rodgers. You have to call things like you see it. It's not cool what Aaron just did to Green Bay. And the actions, what Aaron did was, he had the actions of a petulant child. It's just not acceptable. And I want you to remember, there's a very easy direct comparison you can make. Did you notice that when Tom Brady left New England, he didn't try to burn the house down on his way out? Well, Aaron did. Again, Aaron made a calculated move to do as much damage as he possibly could on his way out of Green Bay. The day of the draft, like, hey, guess what? Bombshell, figure it out. And then, flipping them the bird on his way out. There's a book by a guy named Daniel Goleman. It's called Emotional Intelligence. And the book Emotional Intelligence talks about how leaders leave an emotional wake. A wake is what, kind of the waves behind a boat. When a boat moves through water, it leaves a wake behind it. That's, you wakeboard on a wake. It's kind of like an impact crater, or it's what's left behind when you make a move. And when a leader leaves a room, people either feel brought together or they feel torn apart. And I'll tell you what, Aaron Rodgers as a leader does not bring people together. For years now, there are, action after action after action. Aaron has created division in the Packers organization, and nobody says anything. I don't understand. I don't get why people are so afraid to call it like it is. The story came out yesterday. How do you think Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay Packers teammates felt? Do you think anybody was like, oh, hell yeah, that's my quarterback. I'm so proud of you, Aaron. No. If you're a Green Bay Packers player and you opened your phone yesterday and looked at that story, you went, oh my gosh, oh no. Nobody read that story and felt good. It's a heavy burden Aaron just put on the Green Bay Packers organization and their locker room. Aaron doesn't care about his teammates. He cares about himself. And you got to do what you got to do for yourself, but you don't have to leave a wake of wreckage behind you. Again, I want to repeat this. I understand why Aaron felt betrayed. Oh, you want to replace me? Like, I get it. I get the feeling. But this was not the way to handle this. If you feel betrayed, you don't need to act like a little child and burn the house down on your way out. Yesterday was the NFL draft, and Aaron Rodgers made it all about himself. And I watched the draft on TV. I don't understand. Am I the only person who feels like Aaron was being an awful, awful leader? Nobody calls. People were like literally sympathizing with Aaron. People were saying, well, the Packers did this to themselves. No, again, the Packers have a responsibility to do what's best for their organization. And I've said this for a long time. Are you a Green Bay Packers fan or an Aaron Rodgers fan? Because those two people and those two things are not working in the same direction anymore. You have to pick a side now. Are you an Aaron fan or a Packers fan? And it's okay for an Aaron Rodgers fan. Aaron Rodgers is the best thrower of the football I have ever seen. And by the way, he is an incredible Jeopardy host. I never watched Jeopardy in my life. Aaron Rodgers hosted Jeopardy, made me a fan of the show. I love the show. I love Aaron as a host of Jeopardy. It's fun. It's like 25 minutes. It's a perfect show for your lunch break where it's entertaining. It's not fun. It's not too entertaining that it sucks you in, but it's 25 minutes in, out, you're done. And if Aaron became the full-time host of Jeopardy, I would literally watch every single day. I love it. I love Aaron as a quarterback. He's an incredibly gifted quarterback. He's the best thrower of the football ever and a great host of Jeopardy. But he is an awful, awful leader. And I just don't get why nobody is talking about the red flag we saw from Aaron yesterday. People want the 49ers to trade for Aaron Rodgers. No way. The 49ers made an incredible move yesterday. They drafted Trey Lance, their new future franchise quarterback. Trey Lance is awesome. He's young. He's got a great attitude. He works incredibly hard. Like, I would feel very excited for the future of the 49ers franchise if I was a 49er fan. In comparison, Aaron is an old, expensive jerk. And jerk is not the word I want to use, but it's the PG one we can use on the show. I don't know why people would want to trade for a vengeful, bitter old man. That's not the guy I'd want to lead my football team. Again, Aaron's incredibly talented. But the 49ers got something good. They just drafted Trey Lance. Their future's very, very bright. I'm excited about them. Why would you give up your awesome future for a guy who has divided his team for years now? I ain't trading away my future for Aaron Rodgers if I'm the 49ers. And some team can trade away for Aaron Rodgers. Hey, make a trade. Make a move. Go get Aaron. But I don't think any team that makes a move for Aaron Rodgers is going to win a Super Bowl. What happens when they lose in the playoffs? What happens when things go poorly? And Aaron, Aaron simply does not take accountability for anything. He's happy to point the finger. He's never going to go, oh, my bad. He glares at his teammates, which is a horrible way to communicate with people. If you're mad at somebody, yell at them. Call it like it is. Tom Brady is a great example of, hey, dude, that's a horrible route. You got to catch the football. It's okay to yell at people. It's okay to get it out, but you have to get it out. You can't just glare at people. That's a horrible way to lead. And I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I don't think the problem is people want to polarize it and make it all good or all bad. And Aaron is not all good or all bad. He's a bad leader. He's an incredibly gifted quarterback. Best thrower of the football ever. Again, awesome host of Jeopardy. I hope Aaron hosts Jeopardy forever. I would really, I'm not kidding, be very, very happy if that happened. But man, Aaron is a bad leader. And this is yet another example of the toxic Aaron Rodgers behavior. I don't know. It's very possible this blows over. I think it's more likely it's going to blow up. We did see Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson really wanted out. There's a lot of problems there. And it looks like things have blown over in Seattle where they're going to, Pete Carroll said something really positive the other day, and Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks are going to move forward together. So it seems like they weathered the storm and it blew over. I think this one's going to blow up. I don't have any confidence Aaron's going to go back to Green Bay and sing Kumbaya and make it all work. And frankly, I don't know why the Packers would want Aaron Rodgers. He's expensive. He's old. He's passive aggressive. He's arrogant. And I cannot believe I'm the only person saying this. Why does it seem like people are afraid of Aaron or afraid to call it like it is? Aaron, this is another example of toxic Aaron Rodgers.